Hello again, guys. Uh, I'm back here with another video. The last video we saw the difference between Regulus and Olag and how they perform in different sets. That would be the 3 HP percentage, right side gear, which I assume most people should be playing, and as you saw from the test, that actually perform better than 2 times defense main stat and 1 time HP main stat. But now for this one, I will be going through some defenders which I have. As you can see, like I can show you my account. I would consider myself mid-game player, although I grinded a lot. I have some okayish gear, I would say. Like, I think my account got some great luck, but I also grinded quite a lot. Like, I did the last Oracle Trials, the Forgotten Palace. I ended like 60k points. This was my opinion, the greatest event we got. This Frenzy Plundering, or what it was called. So yeah, I grinded a lot, and obviously this has been showing its fruit. I was able to clear Nightmare Void Drift for the first time this week. I think they nerfed it a bit, so it was easier than before. It was quite easy with my gear, to be honest. I don't have all the units. Let's just buy this fodder real quick. Yeah, I couldn't clear it before, but now with my units I don't have a lot of units, as I was saying, but it is proving to be enough to clear Void Rift Nightmare. Also, the gear rates have been doing okay. I cleared gear rate 2, 21, also gear rate 3, 21. This was pretty insane. I'm gonna do a video on this. I cleared this, as you can see here. I was shocked that it was possible to do it like this, but if you see gear rate 321, I did it without a Lord, and I don't have a Virna on Silas, so it was really hard. It was very, very mandatory to do all the right timings. It was very tricky. It took me like 6 hours, I think, to do this, maybe more straight. It was a real grind, but my gear helped a lot, and having Infernal Roar in Marksman proved to be clutch. So, but this is not what we're talking today about. Again, I don't have a lot of defenders, but I got some. So we'll be going through them. These are my defenders. There's gonna be a pretty huge change in the how you call the event with the 3 lords who rotate. The Immortal Codex is called, and there's gonna be a new event on that. Let me see if I can find it real quick in the notices. In the event notices, let's see if we can find this. But yeah, the thing is, they're gonna bring a new boss who is gonna be Soul Cadence, I think. And yeah, here we can see that the Hellfire Emperor stirs from centuries, and so on and so on. But what's important here is that you need defenders, and as we can see in this picture, and here there is Olag here in the left side, like in the bottom left side. So we're gonna need defenders here. I hugely recommend to all of you to level this hero, the Evelyn. She's gonna be huge for that one. She gets this block 4, so I think when you promote her, the second promotion, it gives her another block, so she blocks 4. And with the Olag wall, obviously you're gonna need many Olag walls. So what I've been doing is I have not feeded the copies, the extra copies I get to my main Olag wall. I just keep them because of this event. So obviously she's gonna get the Olag wall, and she's gonna be blocking 5, which is gonna be pretty huge for this one. So yeah, this is why it's very important to build your defenders right. And for that, we are gonna see what are the most needed stats, I believe, and what is the best set that we can play on a defender. As I tested last time, it appears to me that playing 3 HP main set seems to be the way. At least for Olag, I tested the artifact material rate with the power of dominance. Of course, it doesn't matter a lot when you're comparing Olag to Olag in 2 different rounds, how he's performing on different gear set. So might as well leave it, why not? But yeah, I think this 3 HP broken set, the Hawkeye, the Insight Amulet, and the Night Terroring, this performed pretty well. And Olag being in 88k without Lord bonus, obviously. We can also have a look how he will perform with the Lord bonus on this. But first, I want to go through the stats which you would like to have on the tank, obviously specifically for this event which is coming, but also overall. Like overall, I think tank should be pretty easy to build, especially if you just want them to live, and yeah, just block stuff. You just easily give them the Bastion Ring, the Olag wall used to be before, and Olag is gonna block 4 like that. And obviously the main stat is HP. This is very important in this game. Everything scales on HP, the healing scales on HP, the damage received is pretty much affected by defense, that is true, but HP is the main stat that you're gonna be going through, and then obviously the more defense you get, the better. I guess getting the defense to 10k and your HP like to 100k, at least with Olag, that should be like what you should be aiming for. In my opinion, at the moment, the gear set you should be looking for is obviously the Guardian, but there is something like these guys go up to 60% of defense and HP, and that's why if you happen to have some good Invig set, like Invigoration set, maybe could be thinkable to, because these guys go up to 66%. And if you can't make a Guardian set, and if you're playing a broken set like I am here, to be honest, I didn't see myself wasting resources on tank gear, because I'm getting by quite okay with what I have. I don't really need for the contact at the moment. I didn't really need my tanks to be even more tankier. This is working out fine. That's why I didn't work on them, but obviously a huge one also for tanks after HP and defense would be Rage Regen. Well, specifically not for Olag, because Olag is a bit special in every case. Like, he is my most loved tank in the game, because I don't have Brock here, but even if I would, I think Olag is just amazing at what he does. But as amazing as he is, there is this counterproductivity when it comes to the ultimate and to his passive, because his passive is what makes him great. This is the Silver Shield. Every 11 seconds creates a shield that can absorb damage equal to 85% of max HP. This is huge, but it doesn't go up when you use the ultimate. So for Olag, one can argue you don't really want the Rage Regen stat to be that high, but there are cases where it doesn't really harm to have that, because there are moments when your Olag has the shield up and then he's getting a lot of damage and you have a healer healing him, and then there is actually good using his ultimate. So yeah, Rage Regen. If we go to Regulus, this is huge. You can see here he has 63% Rage Regen with this set, and I have been farming and I have brought my Pantheon up to 29% Rage Regen. So yeah, he gets a lot of Rage Regen from that.
Let's see what the cards have
That's
in store.
Again, let's filter here to defenders. And his skill is pretty good. he increases his max HP by 45%, which at the moment he is at 83,000. If I give him the set I usually play with him, which is this one, I guess he goes a bit over 100k, but this is huge. Like, if we see this skill, and it's not maxed, by the way, like I didn't got so lucky, like it was, I guess, evenly distributed through the 4 skills, and I'm not gonna use the skill crystals. I think you should be using them on your damage dealers first. And again, my account, it's not late game, not even close, I would say mid game plus. So I'm not using them on him, but he works fine, just like this. And with his 45% max HP increase, he goes to almost 150k, like 140 plus k, 147k HP, which is insane. And he shares the damage to the others. So you really love Rage Regen for this one. And also, if you look at the others, Orim, it's a new edit champion. As you can see here, A3. I cannot stop getting this guy. Like, this game hating me and just keeps giving me Azure. I really want to get to use him. He can be useful. His awakenings are not so great. There is a 10% chance to cast Fortifying Spark, so one ally within 3 tiles when attacking. I guess this is the buff which he gives. The Fortifying Spark, when temporary strike is active, every strike will apply a buff to one random ally within 3 tiles. So yeah, he gives this buff to the allies, but that is random, so you cannot, it's quite hard to use him. Here he gets HP, so we're going back and forth with this guy. Like, yes, you want to do damage with him, then you get a bit tankiness, and then you get a CC effect duration, then later a damage reduction. But at the same time, you also want to do damage with him, like damage scales up to defense, which is pretty good. It's like God. And you're trying to do a lot with this guy. I love tank. A tank should be a tank, in my opinion, and this is what this game requires. If there would be content, which I hope the new Immortal Codex, where we need to use some damage dealer tanks, then probably Azure is going to be good and Orim is going to be amazing. Obviously, if you got Gun, great luck for you. Enjoy this game. Enjoy the new sticks. Not the new sticks. The sticks. The new Sol Cadence boss. You're gonna have fun there, I assume so. You should be pretty good. But yeah, so even if these guys become usable, you are gonna love Rage Regen there. Like this 63%, which obviously I have in this set. I also have another set where I have like 40% Rage Regen. I'm trying to get this, like wherever I see some good tanky gear pieces with Rage Regen, I'm trying to use them, because the more we advance in this game, the more it's gonna become needed. Yeah, I kind of lack. I will have to go and work on my tanks. Like I have 3 main tanks in Regulus, Orlac, and Baron, which I use mostly. But yeah, since we're getting this event, I guess Orim, Azure, and Evelyn are gonna be my next one. Titus is pretty good. Titus is a really solid one, and I might see myself even maxing him, because yeah, what he does is actually not bad at all. Like he has also a great attack. Like he does this ultimate where he goes into annihilation mode and increases attack range and restores 6 HP per second, which he has a built-in healing, and also he has a second life where when receiving fatal damage for the first time, the hero triggers self-repair for 5 seconds and then revives. So he has a good kit. It's not bad. It's just his cost is very high, but maybe in this new event it's gonna work just great. So we'll have to see that. But still, even then, besides HP and defense, Now we're thinking from what I said before that yeah, tanks are usually the easiest units to build. We're going to actually the opposite. Tanks are probably, if you want them to also deal damage, arguably or non-arguably the hardest unit to build in this game, because then we're talking about, yeah, but if we're building an Azure, we want him to get some hits, so you obviously want a lot of HP, but we want to crit rate cap him, we want to have like close to 100%, we want a lot of crit damage, we want a lot of rage regen, because that's where the damage is coming from the Tempering Strikes, where he does his ult, and yeah, you want to get a lot of defense because he obviously scales of defense, but the others, let me read this guy, don't want to do any mistakes here. He increases crit rate by 15%. That is his talent, but he doesn't scale of defense. So yeah, even harder to build than Azure actually. So Azure, I guess you would be trying to go 3 defense main pieces, like I guess you want to go Bangle, Amulet, and Ring, all defense percentage main pieces with a lot of crit rate and crit damage and a lot of rage regen. Obviously you would be liking to get also some attack speed as in all damage dealing units. So yeah, it could be rough, but luckily this game doesn't require that. Besides the event, I would first, to recap it, I would first try to go as high in HP and in defense as I can for a tank. And then, only then, when you see that your account is trying to not only go by, not only pass by, but also really clear hard content and yeah, get that extra push. I think a defender like Azure or Ori maybe at some point are going to be viable, or even Titus, my big guy here, can be viable, especially in the new Soul Cadence boss. So it's gonna be important, although it's not your first priority, it's gonna be important to grind that gear set, which gives you the tankiness and also the crit caps, the crit rate cap and the crit damage with some rage regen. It's gonna be pretty important. So yeah, this is for today. I hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.